Hello. Alright. You'll never guess what we're doing today. More farming this event. Exciting stuff, I know. Alright, where's... There we go. Okay. So... My strat... Okay, let's figure out how far along I am first. I did just a wee little bit off stream last night. Not a whole hell of a lot, 'cause I wanted to sleep. Like I said, not a whole hell of a lot, but I'm trying. Trying to determine what would be the best move. I could really cheese it up. Because I'm thinking about the defense ones. I could load up the Polaris, throw a wolf inside of it, and then just do all the missions at once, all three of them. And then that would net me... What were the numbers on that again? That would net me... As soon as it becomes not blurry. Here we go. 1350 per run. I also have to take into the fact that I would be going to multiple points, then coming back, dropping off at Levski. Rinse and repeat. But I would only have to do that 10 times. Or I do... Can't believe you mean your org? Can't believe you finished all that in one sitting. No, you didn't. Your org did. Nice try. That is insane that you guys managed to do that in one day, though. It was a team effort. Right, yeah. And that's why you said I finished all that in one sitting instead of we, right? I'm just giving you shit, but I thought it was funny that you... That's how you approached it when you say it. I mean, when you got 12 people working towards it, it's not surprising. I mean, it didn't take me that long to do 10%. My whole perspective on it is, like, at least I have something to do. You know? How many times would I have to do this if I just did the 300? So many. I'd have to do so many. It's the 1800 I already got. 27 times. You know what? Okay, I think I've got... I think I know what I want to do. It's either I rinse and repeat the same thing 27 times, or I rinse and repeat the same thing 10 times. The main issue, though, the cargo hold of the Polaris wouldn't be able to hold it. So I don't... The grid-wise, it only has like 500. I guess I'll try it and see how it works out. But that means I have to move all the cargo myself. Yeah, using the anchor can also hold a lot. That's true. A big time hoodie? Deep cut? I don't know if it's the big time. Is it the big time you're thinking of? The back of the hoodie. How visible that is. Yeah, awkward that was to do. The YouTube channel? Okay, yeah, then you're on the same page. Yeah. It was the first merch drop that they did. Yeah, I prefer watching them over Donut at this point. I feel like they were kind of the heart and soul of Donut. Donut has that new kid, and I am just not a fan of him. He annoys the shit out of me. I can't even think of his name. I remember during Resource Drive, that was the strap pull up with the Polaris and just dump stuff in the hangar and cargo bay. Yeah. My thing is, like, do I want to handle the cargo that much, or do I want to just go get cargo, come back, dump it off, go get cargo, dump it off, or do I want to go get cargo, collect it, go to location, collect cargo, go to location, collect cargo, go back to Levski, dump off all the cargo? Because I'd have to move those boxes twice. Nolan doesn't bother me.
Warning, deck collision near. Warning, port collision near.
It was the guy that bothers me on Donut is the one that they got, like, right when Big Time was about to do its thing. Do I load this into a Polaris and do it that way? I haven't watched Donut in ages either. Like, once Big Time became a thing, I was out. Let's see what the all-knowing global chat thinks. I mean, I guess I don't, but those are the biggest payouts. And the other combat ones that don't pay for shit. And Donuts switched to a lot of reactions before Big Time started feeling off with them. Yeah, it felt much more less YouTubey and more corporate production, if that makes sense. What a void. Honestly, I just wanted the hoodie because of how the back looks. My inner weeb was screaming out. I'm like, that's dope. I need that. How's it going tonight? I'm being indecisive. I don't know if I want to just sit in the wolf and do what I was doing last night. Go get cargo, dump it off, go back in, grab a wolf, go back out, get cargo, dump it off, etc. Or load up into Polaris, load everything into Polaris and dump it off all at once. Let's see what global says. Just because I find it interesting to see how people react, because, you know, there's all the actually individuals. Hmm. Yeah, well, wouldn't you know it, global's not helpful. I don't know what to do. Only guys in the work, I haven't finished it with it. Yeah, get fucked. EU. We get things before you. You know what I might actually remember to do for once? If the kiosk actually works properly. Because the players, I mean, you can cram a lot into it, that is true. I think I'll try it and see if I like it, because it is big-ass boxes that you're dealing with. Just sucks you can't collect them multiple. I should have a TS2 to throw into that Polaris, because I never ended up equipping it. Like the wolf. Wait, the wolf. Does the wolf? Does the wolf have that? Oh wait, I forgot. Hold up. I almost done goofed. I almost played myself. We're still getting that bug with the jump drive, right? Unequip. Then equip the TS2. Save, and then put the... There we go. Now I don't have to go buy one. Both wolves? Really? Well, hold on a dang on minute. Let me go take a gander. I didn't know that. How are... It's probably because it's a smaller ship, but how are they going to have lamp for the wolf? Not... Oh yeah, they showed it in a... I'm an idiot. They... Oh! Oh, bad idea to turn this on in the hangar. God damn, that's bright. It actually feels like night vision color, though. Ugh, turn it off. My eyes. I burned my retinas. I turned on the sun in my cockpit, and that was not a good idea. My goodness. Let me turn on the lamp in the elevator with a bunch of lights in it. That's a genius idea. The jump drive still doesn't auto detach. Oh my goodness. Nice. Glad to hear it. The bigger ships would need it on all the glass. Oh, yeah, I guess that, yeah. I guess that's true. It should only, like, well, I guess most ships only have, like, a cockpit, but... And I haven't pulled this big boy out in a while. I'm not gonna bother putting the ballistics on it, just for longevity's sake. Pretty happy with the Hermes. Yeah, I think the Hermes is great. I like it a lot. It do be my favorite hauler at the moment. Oh, I know it's over here, isn't it? There it is. Oh, it's been a minute since I've been in the Polaris. I think after I knock out the defense stuff, I'll probably do... I mean, the one that's going to take the longest is collections for me. So I might do transport after that. Which, for that, I may end up just doing a whole C. Just for efficiency's sake. I feel bad for anyone with just like beginner ships, though. The huge back of glass? Yeah, that's true. I never finished my thought on that. I feel like the lamp mode should only be on the cockpit. And maybe like turret gunner seats. Beyond that? No. Collections isn't bad if you don't mind buying commodities. I don't think I got the money for that. I guess I could do it bit by bit. But I think cumulatively to like get it all done, it was like roughly 8 to 10 mil. Yeah, cockpit makes the most sense. That's why I figured it would have been. I thought it was just going to be like a cockpit and gunner seat situation. Fuck the passengers. They don't need to see what doom we're rolling into. They're better off not knowing how they're about to die. For 4 mil? Really? It's that cheap? Damn. How much is pressurized ice? What the fuck? Is that the one thing I didn't look? Oh, goddamn, it is cheap. Excuse me. 2.9 mil. Okay. Mil. Just keep spamming the smaller collection turn in. It gives more points than you would think. Oh yeah, no, that's what I was like repeatedly saying last night. Do not bother doing the large missions whatsoever, like in any of them. Like for the amount of effort, it's not as good of a payout. For collections, for cargo, for all of them. Because why would I, like, I'm looking at the numbers right now. Why would I want to turn in 56 SCU of Boris, for example, to get 603 points when I can turn in 3 SCU for 365 points? What? That makes no sense. Like, at all. The Hull C missions,
Survival achieved.
if you could actually get it to work, are pretty good. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's less effort. Like, if you're CIG math, right? Yeah. You can stack two of them going from Stanton to Knicks for about 600 or so points. Two of them. Oh, no, it depends on where, because looking at the data sheet here, if you're going interstellar, a singular Hull C mission is worth 600 points. At that point, you may as well just grab this small, medium, and large and throw them all onto the Hull C. Oh, you wouldn't be able to turn it in because it's not a Hull C associated. Fucking God, that's so stupid. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for transport. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Well, we'll knock out defense because it's the easiest. And then I was, now you guys are probably going to be like, why would you ever do that? But I was genuinely thinking about doing the collections thing, or like just actually harvesting it. Which admittedly, yes, why would I do that? If I'm trying to like min-max what I'm doing, that would not be the wisest thing to do. But, you know, sometimes not everything is about efficiency. However, it starts to become about efficiency when we have to do the same, like, 2-3 fucking missions over and over again in order to get any progression done. What are the payouts for these? It's easier to find missions by payout, in my opinion. 54. It's probably at the bottom, actually. Yeah, look at that. There it is. $109, and then there's I think the last one's like 197. And there we go. All three cargo retrieval missions. Oh, I forgot how I've been flying tiny ships for so long, dude. I forgot how horrible the vertical thrust on this is. Look at that Hull C go. Is that a Hull C or is that a Corsair? No, that's a Corsair. Wow. Do these work? Just looking at a silhouette, I thought the little arms were out. Ignore what I just said. We're gonna track the big one first. We'll go from big to small. Get the most monies and the most payout, I guess. How many SCU would I have to turn in? I guess I can do that math. I'll do that math when I start the quantum jump. I was thinking about the collection thing. I don't know if it's just me. Like, unless I'm missing something, I'll have to check out, oh shit, my hydration. I'll have to check out Levski in general. Like, is there a mission where you actually go down where the spores are and do anything involved with that? Or is it just like, oh, things are fucked. Go grab resources, please? Because if it's the latter, I mean, even if it's the former, it's kind of disappointing. Like, honestly, I would much rather see, like, a what to compare this to. Like, can't believe I'm about to compare this to Dune. But you know how, like, Dune, when they rolled out a new chapter, they had, like, a new chunk of story and missions involved with that, with a narrative, yada, yada, yada. I guess, technically, they're doing that with this. But I'd like to see, like, more of a Yorit storyline situation for an event. Obviously, smaller scale. Than this, like, menial, just go do shit to do shit sort of event tasks. Because it's just busy work with a very light narrative behind it. For your FOMO cosmetics. I don't intend to be, like, cynical about it, but, like, it just, I don't know. Half a dozen to one side, half a dozen the other, because it's, like, good on CIG for, like, keeping player retention to some degree while they develop the rest of the game. But after a bit, you start seeing a pattern, and I kind of... There ain't no way I already jumped to where I was going. Well, shit. I guess I did. Was that a fucking enemy caterpillar? Oh, fuck me, dude. What else is here? Why a cat, though? Oh, hopefully I can missile it out. Probably not. God, these missiles don't do shit. Am I about to be cheeky and get out with my L-21 and try to fight this cat? If I do, I should probably set my spawn into Polaris. This was the one thing I did not think about. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. What's the worst that could happen? Well, yeah, it'd be easy. I could just... I did the last mission I did where, like, where it was to this scale. It was just a 400i that was here. Is there a fucking enemy caterpillar that... yeah. Go set my spawn real quick and then I'll try to fight the guy. It makes me wish I brought the Guardian instead. I suppose after I depot I can grab it. This will be the hardest one to do. As long as I stick around the Polaris, it should be fine, because it'll pull some aggro off of me. This is definitely cheese, though. It feels dirty using the Polaris. Like, I know semi-armed all of this shit for the Polaris, and it was, like, earned. I didn't pay for it, so it's not like a pay-to-win situation, but it still feels dirty using a capital ship by myself. Oh, please, no, thank you.
Contact confirmed.
God, I hope I have enough ammo. Cooled out already, ballistics. I missed the Guardian already. It's barely even red right now. I wonder if this cat has anything on it. Oh, this cat's real brain dead, isn't it? This is gonna take a hot minute. It just says for us. It's the underside? Not sure. It's not shooting at me. Shit. Well. When in doubt, cheese it out. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's shooting me. It's shooting me up. Didn't see bullets, but it was hitting. These are gonna like tickle that cat. It's not gonna do anything.
Warning, port collision near.
Just do that while I get my shields back up. Okay, apparently that underside turret was in fact working. I just couldn't see its shots. I think this just kind of furthers my point of like, maybe you should just do the smaller missions. Oh my god. There is some sort of desync going on there. So I just heard bullets land, but did not see a single one. Until after the fact when they weren't even going towards me.
Shields under attack.
Oh shit. I'm almost halfway through my ammo. And it's not even close. Well, okay, well, it's pretty red. Never mind. We're getting there.
Target lock. Warning, overhead collision near.
God, I wish those missiles did more. Empty cargo? Well, isn't that just disappointing?
Under attack.
Damn, blow up, bro. Oh, we got a good orbit going now. So good I'm gonna black out. Okay, that... What? Oh, the fucking desync, dude. Are you kidding me? It wasn't even close to me. Oh, that is some bullshit. Okay. Alright. Fine. I guess. That's some nonsense. We're not allowed to have fun in Star Citizen. I don't know if you guys knew that. Running cargo not verified. Yeah, there in PTU there was a shit ton of cargo in the salvage missions. Oh, you scanned the ship. Okay, that's weird. I don't know, because I didn't try the unverified, but the verified missions, like the scanning it and detecting cargo within there and whatnot, that was working for me. So I don't know if that was like an unverified cargo or unverified salvage mission specific thing or what. So just chilling out there. How far is it? Damn, I got really far away from the players, didn't I? How did that happen? Oh, isn't that convenient? Did they put in the... thing where I can torp from the bridge? Nope. Nope, that's not torps. The fuck is this? What am I looking at? What was I in? Where's it further back? Or did they not even put it in yet? Are we still waiting on that? Wasn't it in P2? Am I tripping? I never tried using it, but I could have sworn someone said that it was in. I guess I'll go down low for now. Worry about that later. Don't even know what hit him. I'll sit here and wait and make sure it actually hits. Maybe it was a button on the left side of the panel? Oh, let's go find out. It's gonna take a second for that torp to get there anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot about the basketball as well. I haven't looked at the changes like at all. Where the fuck is my elevator? Hello? Taking too long. I guess now that my L21's gone, I could pull out the basketball. No, I don't see anything. Basketball's in cargo area? Oh, well. Did the torp not land? It sure didn't, but it's so far away, it is not going to be a threat, so whatever. I'm just going to go get the cargo. I have decided, though, it is much more efficient to just use tiny fighter. Roll out here, grab what you need, take off. I don't think this is the efficient route. But what do I do? What will I decide to do? Any thoughts? I don't know. I'm indifferent. I think just using a light fighter, pulling out my fighters and running back and forth is more efficient. I'm gonna reset my spawn and just take the cat out. It's tedious enough as is. I don't need to make it more tedious. Oh shit. Probably should have reset my spawn while I was up there. How do you get the basketball loop out? You said it's in the cargo area? Dude, I didn't even know this was here. The fuses. Does the Wikelo not get the balls? I didn't even see balls down there. This is me being blind again? Oh, sick, okay. And the glasses are for show. You saw them? What? Dude, I gotta be blinder than a bat. What do you mean you saw them? Where? Right next to the elevator? Oh my god, yeah, they are right there, aren't they? Wait, what is... Oh! And opening it brings it down. Well, would you look at that? Can you actually throw them? Got a basketball. Make it. The backboard doesn't have collision. Wait, where'd the ball go? Oh, there's the ball. The backboard doesn't have collisions? Are you kidding me? Oh, it does. It's just super fucky. Nice. Well... Isn't the rule of thumb if you hit like any like white spot, like on the box thing? I don't do sports. Isn't that like a good rule of thumb for making it in? That arc that it shows for its trajectory is a load of shit. That is not accurate whatsoever. But, okay, that's what I thought. It should automatically bounce in, but Star Citizen physics aren't good. Okay. I apparently know things about basketball that I did not realize. I knew I heard that somewhere. Alright, let's just go grab the cat and be on my way. Trippin', where's the... Oh, I am tripping. There it is. Just looking for the button to open it. I hate the collisions in this cat sometimes. No, no, you piece of shit. You can do it. I've done this before. Usually it's more efficient than... There we go. Or now that I wasted my time doing all that.
Your systems are online. Shield system.
I don't like that it says deliver 0 boxes.
Front impact warning.
So that leads me to believe the contract's bugged.
Is now
Guess we'll find out. I guess I should play more within my means. Just do the wee little missions. Yeah. This is gonna be so tedious. I always get so excited for the events, and then I quickly get reminded of the tedium that is COG events. But I'm gonna do it.
Quantum drive is now off.
You lost your persistent hanger already? That's... I haven't run into that. Well, no, that's not true. I've ran into that issue once, and I think it's been a couple patches since I've ran into that. Maybe CIG's like, nah, we give him enough bugs. He doesn't need all of them. Where's the... I never know when I approach. Like, where... Oh no, I'm at the top side. Okay. It's hard to orient myself.
Shield system online.
Oh, we'll see if me just throwing the boxes down the freight will work regardless. Even though it seems to be busted. Oh yeah, Onyx? I haven't tried that yet. It's probably the first thing I'm gonna do once I'm done with the event missions. See if I exist or not. This is gonna be a stupid question because I'm sure I already know the answer. But, did you guys see that they did a remake of Fable? I'm not as, like, nostalgic as most people my age about it, but I am pretty excited for it because you haven't seen it. Like, I don't think I can think of another game that had that sort of dynamic in a game that Fable did. But there is a part of me that's like, okay, can we stop remaking things, please? Can we get something new on the table? And then what cracks me up, and like, High Guard is a good example of that, where it's like a new kind of FPS. No, it's not. Like, you literally pulled from a shit ton of games and decided to relabel it, call it new. Oh my god, the frames are so bad here, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can't. I'm stuck. They really need to do a complete rework of this caterpillar, dude. It is so poorly designed. Even for like the era that when it was designed, it just wasn't a good design to begin with, the interior of it. I love my Drake ships, but man, does that one have some... I thought my ship was missing for a moment. I was about to be very upset. Oh, there's so many boxes in this one. Why? And watch it not even work. Should I just try sending one box down? See if it counts? Or should I go through the effort of... Oh my god. Of unloading everything. Why is this filled to the brim? There was that one ship I got that wasn't even fully loaded. Ew. The game requiring me to exert effort? Gosh dingus a dang it. Try at least one box. That's true, because it does say 0 out of 0. Watch it complete the mission. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, I mean, it's counting. 42. Oh my god, dude, how many boxes are... It's counting on the screen, so maybe I just go for the full count. Why is this fucking ship so full? Yeah, it's a good sign that it shows up on the freight, but I still have my concerns. As a newbie Star Citizen. I posted a short of what happened last night, where okay. Finishing my thought. I posted a short of last night when I was trying to offload the Herc. And that guy was being snoopy with my cargo. Excuse me? Holy frame drop, brother. God damn. And one guy commented, was like, did you turn off the thrusters for the Hercules? Which, albeit, like, intuitively thinking, yeah, that's a valid question to ask. But if you watched, like, I don't know, half of the video, you would see it was happening when I wasn't even near the ship. Wow, they actually slide out easy now? I don't know if you guys have tried unloading a loaded cat like that before, but when there's boxes stuffed under the catwalk area like that, they are such a pain in the dick to pull out. I'm unloading this upside down, I now realized. Yeah, that's fine, right? It's not doing what it's supposed to. There we go. This is the part of the event where I just, like, I very much want to avoid, like, the plague. I don't know how cargo haulers deal. Well, I guess most cargo hauler players use a hull C whenever they do any cargo hauling, but Anyone who enjoys being a box jockey, I don't understand your brain. I don't get how it works. Dude, they actually fully loaded this thing. That's insane. I wish it was a C2. It's pretty quick when you got 3 people. Okay, that doesn't change how boring it is. That's the main point. And to that point, I'd say, like, why are you doing it with 3 people in this way? I mean, like, okay, the only way that I would do this with, like, is if I were to do this with 3 people, the format I would do it in isn't like, oh, everybody go do the same mission together. Well, it kind of. I would be like, okay, one person bring a whole C, other 2 people bring some fighters, and then just go clear all 3 missions for each individual. So then you'd have like 9 missions. Load up that bitch and go depot it. That would be so unbelievably efficient. Or just have an auto load and unload that you just have to pay for that actually works for everything instead of just whole C's. There's an idea as well. Crazy, I know. Having more features in the game. Do that one weekend. I'm still grinding this shit. I wouldn't be opposed to grouping up. I'm not flying the whole sea, though. That could be someone else's task. I'm more keen on shooting things, and I'm better at... It's not like I'm bad at flying a whole sea, but I am decent at dogfighting. Yeah, after this, I'm probably just gonna do the small missions, like I previously decided. I mean, it's not so bad doing this, it's just... Why would they make the point payout so off-kiltered? It just makes no sense. $600 points to do this, but it's also 300 points to do a similar mission, but you're bringing back a cutter with 3 SCU in it. Yeah, okay. Like, I wouldn't have been upset if it was like, you know, it's like 100 points to do that mission. That would make sense. Incentivize people to do bigger missions or group up to do bigger missions. As is with any contract in the Star Citizen and or event, they don't incentivize players to play together. They incentivize players to play individually grouped up. If that makes sense. Where, like for this event, for example, sure, you can get a group of like 5 players and go do the missions together. Or you can get a group of 5 players and all of you do the tiny mission that nets you 300 points per. and get shit done a hell of a lot faster. Okay, great. Good job, CIG. You continue to make the game be more solo-oriented than group-oriented. Which is weird to say, because I feel like there's a lot in this game that is group-oriented, but it's never played as a group. Unless you're doing like Hathor or Lazarus. The big missions need to be more worth it. Absolutely. Because like if you look at the money payout as well, especially for collections, but I mean it goes for the transport and the defense missions as well. Specifically the ones that you grab cargo. But I mean it's more off kilter for the missions I'm currently doing. But if you look at the collection missions and you turn in 3 SU and you get paid 81k, right? But if you turn in 56 SU specifically for the boys, you get paid 1.6 mil. Okay, so if I did the 3 SU one enough times to amount to 56 SU worth of cargo, I still get the 1.6 mil, but I'll get 365 points per turn-in instead of the meager 603 points. Why would I do the big mission? It's so... The points that they did for this event are so stupid. I get they don't want to make it like super grueling for the solo players. I get that. But at the same time, you're just gonna have groups doing the small player missions. Or they could just do 3, 6, or 900. True enough, but I feel like that it needs to be even more for like bigger missions, and don't make it just be like, oh, this is something you can do solo. Make it to where it's like, no, there's a Polaris out there with a bunch of dogfighters, and you can get like 2,000 points for trying to do the mission. That makes way more sense. And then you have people who are like, oh shit, that's a huge payout of points for the new event, but I can only do it in a group. Well, I guess I better play with other players in this multiplayer game. But no, they just... It's my biggest grievance with like any event that CIG does. 600 for the 300 SU and 900 for the whole C. Okay, that, yeah. Yeah, I can be on board with that, because you're still soloing. That, like, the transport's a little different. Where, like, I feel like I'm kind of indifferent on how the point system is with the transport. I mean, yes, they should have it set up like that, just because, you know, it doesn't really matter for the transport end of things. But I'm thinking like the Polaris example that I had. I mean, sure, that's more combat driven and they're trying to make content for everyone, but by making it oriented towards every playstyle, every gameplay loop in the game, you dilute the quality and everything else. And it feels like they just continue to just kind of drown themselves out into that direction. Like, a good example of that not being the case, and still in my opinion the best event they did for all of 4.0, Supply or Die. PvP oriented, sucks to suck. was the most fun I had in events. Like, it was so good. Good, the kiosk is not interactable. But they did that one event. Everyone bitch and moaned. Well, not everyone. All the loudest minority bitch and moaned because. Okay, there it goes. Because, oh, it's in Pyro. I don't want to have to deal with PvP to get loot rewards and stuff. I don't want to be forced to go interact with other players in a PvPvE game. Why would you PvP wall at event? Okay. Then don't participate. And now, all we have gotten, ever since that event, is this bullshit. Go collect boxes for us. Go shoot thing. Can't steal the cargo. Piracy isn't a thing. Okay, sick. That's the only gameplay loop and playstyle that is horribly neglected. Is just piracy in general. And it frustrates me to no end. I mean, this year, well, not this year, but like in the last, like, all of 2025, let's put it that way, all of 2025, how many events were this exactly? This exact thing. With a different scenery. Who am I talking to? Yeah, well, Twitch is dead, but there's people on YouTube. Imagine going into a stream, even if they're like a small streamer, right? They might have like 1 or 2 viewers. The idea of streaming is to just endlessly talk into the void. And you go, oh, who are you talking to? Imagine clicking into a stream, the person's just dead silent. You wouldn't stay, would you? But there's more people on YouTube. Sent roadmap for 4.7 for what's coming. But that's not the point. Roast him? I'm not trying to roast him. I'm just being real, dude. That's like... That is the exact thing you're supposed to do in streaming, is you just talk absolute nonsense the entire time. Whether someone's there or not, and then eventually people stick around. So it's kind of wild to me. The first thing the person asks is, who are you even talking to? No one, technically. I mean, I'm just staring at a camera. Well, I'm not staring at a camera, but is that's what I'm talking to at this point. Okay, let's look at this roadmap that I'll be disappointed in. Oh boy. Breaker stations, next missions, Wikelo ship offerings, hairstyles, people's service station, a social station in Nyx, managed by members of the People's Alliance. The service station offers a safe haven with basic restock, rearm, and refueling operations for pilots traveling through Nyx. Okay, I mean, that's kind of interesting, I guess. Heavy combat armor, light combat armor. Yeah, okay, this is all stuff that we're to like. Great, okay. Breaker stations, fantastic, love it. Bring it in. This is like a separate thing from what I was like just going off about, though. New stuff coming in. I'm always going to be excited for that. Good on them for doing more shit. Things that, like, Hathor, Lazarus, QV stations, Rockbreaker when it comes in. Those aren't even comparable to, like, what I'm regarding, though. Because, like, the main issue is the events. The events are what, like, they're going to be what, like, brings players back. Hence why there was a 2,000 player queue yesterday. Make the event something other than loading boxes into a fucking elevator, please. Like, but, again, how many events have we had that have been just that? I wish they would like try to be a little more creative. I mean, granted, you know, Supplier Die is still loading boxes into an elevator, but there's a PvP edge to it. There has not been a PvP edge to any event since Supplier Die. New cannon, ground vehicle missiles. Able to the cyclone, Nova storm, blah blah blah. Big atmospheres, anti-air threats more dangerous. Okay, I mean, still, even 4.6, like it's kind of like genuinely kind of bleak. 4.7, yeah, with crafting coming in, breaker stations. The social hub in Nyx, I guess, is interesting. 4.7 is going to be a good patch. 4.6, nothing extravagant. We could just reverse up to the elevator, then punch the gas, and all the boxes would fly out onto the elevator. Well, supposedly, if you fly close enough to the elevator, they will get sucked out. Or at least it used to at one point. I don't know if it still does that, but... Anyway, event tangent over, I promise. 4.6 is just the event, that's all. Yeah. Yep. And some ships have lamp. That's it. Okay. Cool. Hey, I don't know. I can hear the comments now. If you're so negative, why do you still play the game? Because it's one of the best games I've played, but I want it to be better because it can be better and it should be better, and they're just not doing what they should. Granted, the game is still being developed and it's not a live service game, so it can't be like ridiculed or like measured in that same spectrum, but still, if they're going to simultaneously have, this is kind of a live service game at this point, even though we're technically still testing.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
It should have been 4.5.1. No false promises. What happened? Weren't we supposed to get an inventory update in January too? What happened to that? Get the Valentine's event and Chinese New Year in 4.6 as well, but even those really just sales. Yeah, exactly. Those aren't even events. They'll have like, I don't remember if they do it for the Valentine's thing, but I know for the Chinese New Year thing that they'll have that like arena commander event where you have to like go dogfight to get a medal or something. Which is fine, like that's okay. But there's no imagination to it. There's no like trying to bring something new and exciting to the table. They're like, what have we already done that kind of has retention? And it's not even that it brings retention to the table. It's just like, it's what we got, you know? So we make do. Oh, it says it's in current. I could have sworn people were saying that it was going to come out in January. But that's probably, you know, people just saying that because they can't read the post. Like myself, because I didn't even read the post. I was just like, oh, cool, inventory, when? Please. Oh my goodness, please. CIG. Give us the inventory update before or simultaneously with crafting. Because if we have this jank-ass inventory and they introduce crafting, I might figuratively go postal. And that would be hell trying to deal with that shit. Can I claim my wolf, please? Is it not going to let me until the ship's all the way up the... Oh, now I can interact with the screen. There we go. Dude, if they don't bring in a new inventory with crafting, I'm gonna lose it. When they talked about crafting a week ago and the monthly roundup, they also talked about item recovery tier 1 coming around at the same time, meaning we'll actually lose stuff again, making crafting viable. I would hope so. That's like kind of the key component of crafting, right? I hope what they do with Wikelo stuff, like the armor and whatnot, I hope they just, that the reward is a blueprint. It should be just a blueprint. If it's not a blueprint, that would be really dumb. Like, it has to be a blueprint. There's something that I find interesting with the majority of people that have farmed Wikelo stuff. I went into it fully prepared to not keep any of it. Having a wee bit of copium, sure, being like, oh, maybe I will be able to keep it or have some sort of reward. And I would like some sort of like recognition would be the wrong word, but like some sort of compensation, I guess. Can't think of the right word. But basically just something that's like, hey, you decided to be a masochist for the sake of testing this game. Here's something to commemorate that. Here you go. I don't even care if they're like, nah, just no ship for you, no armor for you or anything. If they just give me like an armor set or like a ship paint, anything. The show that I went through that hill. I guess I have the VODs, but it's still... But I do find it interesting that people are like, oh, I'm not going to farm Wikelo because there's no point. It's going to all go away anyway. Okay, then why play the game at all? For that sort of thinking, you know? This is all gonna go away eventually anyway. Oh, weird. We have decided to be Icarus. But I'm better. I don't fly close to the sun, I fly into it. I 100% expected to blow up. I'm so glad I didn't. I didn't realize, because you can't really tell when looking at it like that unless you get like right up against it, but I didn't realize they put like the actual little sunspots on the sun. And Levski to buy an Apollo medevac. I would do that too. How much are they running for? I was actually let down the first time because the sun realized it was just a white ball. But still just a ball. Yeah, well, I mean, they put little spots on there. It was definitely not put in there with the forethought of like, oh, a player's probably gonna come over here and fly into it or fly by it. What they need to make happen, and maybe they will eventually make it to where we can't fly next to the sun because it will cause our systems to like overheat or something. Damn. The Apollo is cheap. What was that? 8.2, well, 8.3 basically mil. That's not that bad at all. Oh no, I participated in that test with the solar flares. The solar flares was so sick, and I'm still upset that we don't have them in Pyro. That honestly was partly what made Pyro exciting for me. Because there was like an environmental detriment just by existing there. You could buy the Apollo at Levski, Han. But yeah, the flares were so sick. Yeah, it was like getting hit with a distortion nuke, being blinded abruptly. You'd get like some flashing warnings. It was so dope. And then Pyro came out and it wasn't there, and I'm like, what is this bullshit? That's how they do it in Elite Dangerous. While you're fuel scooping your system fuel from a star, you can overheat. I mean, eventually, one day, I hope we get to some level of... like, I guess immersion would be the word. Like that. I'd like to see it to where, and I would like to, like, seeing, like, fuel refiners, like, I having to fly through atmos, scooping up fuel out of the atmosphere, or get close to a sun and get fuel that way. We have ships in Star Citizen with fuel scoops that do nothing. For now. Insert soon TM meme that coexists with the name of Star Citizen in its entirety. Okay, well, it seems like these missions are just bugged out on the information side of things over on the top left, but turning in still works, so that's what matters. Starfarers work? Right, but you're not harvesting the fuel out of the atmosphere. That's more so what I was talking about. You have a glorified tanker, and I'd like some sort of like fuel refinery sort of setup. But there's not really much of an incentive to have something like that in Star Citizen anyway. Like even the Starfarer, you are what, just passively flying in the atmosphere? Oh, and then okay, well shit. I stand corrected. All you do is just coast in Atmo and scoop fuel. Flying into the sun again, boys. I think my issue is there's like no incentive for refuel gameplay as the game currently sits. You're just open a tank and it fills yours. I mean, it's cool. I just wish there was like more of a purpose to it, you know? It's like there's like if you have proper planning, you will never need a refuel from another ship. So it makes me wonder if fuel consumption is going to get a rework later once they actually introduce like more of a refueler gameplay. There's no real reason to refuel someone. Yeah, exactly. There was NPC fuel missions, you'd do those. Yeah, I could see that. Actually give purpose to the ship. You know, mission line that they talked about, like, I don't know, it's had to have been like 4 years now. Going through the jump tunnel and you fall out, you might need one. If you go through a jump tunnel and you manage to fall out by accident, by accident, you need to get better at flying. They were able to remove all of our cargo, so anyone who was given free cargo is now gone. Oh. You've crashed to desktop in a jump tunnel? Oh, that is horrible. That's the worst time to crash. Okay, that's probably like the I wouldn't say one in a million chance. That's like 1 in 100 chance with Star Citizen, where something like that would happen. That's unlucky. But they got rid of all the cargo, huh? What a shame. I guess I never checked if I still had mine. But mine is almost certainly gone. Get at a Hull C putting along. And it's actually a Hull C this time and not a Corsair. Alright. When it just drifts forward anyway, even though I am coupled. Where's the... oh, there it is. And it's moving. Why is it moving? It stopped moving at least. Did they make it to where the elevator just doesn't come up anymore? Oh no, never mind, I lied. I feel like there's been a couple times where the elevator doesn't actually come up. Want the ability for someone to request a refueler, then see me on the map, and also be able to take a mission to refuel an NPC ship. Any sort of gameplay loop for refueling would be nice. That would be good. Kind of like a medical rescue, but for fuel. Wait, inside of the Hermes what? It was something I said. I lost that train of thought ages ago.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
A smaller refueler? I suppose?
Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been...
I never finished my train of thought on that one event, or not event, that one mission that they brought up like 4 years ago, where it was like VIP, like taxi service, for lack of a better way of putting it, where you like transport NPCs and you're rated on how smooth the flight and landing was. They brought that up years ago. Where are those at? Probably not going to see those until after 1.0. PvE type missions we need still. Data running. Personal transport, refueling, bounty hunter, V2, and a couple more. Yeah. There's a lot we need. Makes me really wonder what like 1.0 is actually going to look like. Oh boy, guys, am I gonna actually suffer through all this? I think I just get so jaded with this so quickly is because it, like I said before, been a bunch of events like this for the last year. Zeus MR. That's true, yeah, it's being held back by the Bounty Hunter V2. Yeah, when they announced the MR, that was the Zeus I wanted. And then it just never came to us. Cause they're like, oh, we wanna give you mission or ships that actually have missions. Right. And not work on giving us more mission types. I mean, to be fair, they just fleshed out salvaging and mining a little bit more, at least.
Cargo deck opened up, and guess what?
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. The EMP ships are pretty limited. Like, I would have loved to have seen the Scorpius with an EMP variant. Isn't it supposed to be like a little tube, like coffin chamber thing in the ass of the Hawk that you put the bounty into? Out of context, this sounds so horrible. I wonder if I'll actually be able to stomach through getting defense done tonight.
Shields active. Contact.
It used to be a chair. Then you'd put it on your back and slide in. It's so weird. I feel like a chair is... I like the little tube in the hawk butt rather than a chair, to be honest. Like the EMP changes, everyone's just stupid now. What changes did they do to EMP? I haven't touched EMP since like my first year of playing this. So there's probably been a lot that's changed to EMP. I don't even realize. I honestly, the only time I've ever seen someone use a ship and actually try to use their EMP was, I think, twice in the last year. And that was Griefers camping Golden Riviera. And then... or not, I shouldn't say Griefers. Pirates. No, they were Griefers, because they weren't even stealing cargo. They were just killing anything that moved. And then Hathor. Someone had an EMP there as well. Blow up cutter, come on. Dude, it's not even red yet? Thank goodness. There we go.
Target destroyed.
Power plant takes less distortion now, so EMP is more effective. I didn't even think about, like, with engineering changing that aspect at all. Oh, did it like auto switch between ships at some point? No, I don't even realize. Is that why that one cutter just didn't have any damage on it? It used to be able to bed log in the... No way. No.
Collision near.
I may end up just... I think I might do an Arc Raiders stream at some point this weekend. Because... this is just... I think I'm too bitter about the redundant events, honestly. I'm gonna grind it out and get the rewards, but still. I might try one of the other... The only thing that deters me from the other combat missions is how shit the point payout is. And we all know for a fact that was done because people just rolling in with their Polaris or whatever. Wipe them all out. Not worth it. At collections and transport done in 2 hours, you were probably using a Halsey, and you probably bought all your stuff for collections. Defense is the one that takes a hot minute. I wonder if anyone's actually mining the stuff they need for the event, or if anyone's just, you know, cheesing it out and but purchasing it. Some of your orgas? I mean, the thought did cross my mind. Oh my god, the fucking... What is happening? I'm coupled. That's why. Why did it just randomly start spinning like that? No. Oh, straighten out. Oh my gosh.
Shield system online.
I bought last night, yeah. But and you're doing it grouped, so it's going even faster.
Rear impact warning.
Yo. Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. I hate flying those things so much. They're so fucking jank. That point, I may as well just... Yeah, use the Hermes for these. I don't know. First time I've blown up.
News Team Delta V, please prepare for incoming trauma cases.
I guess we have shared economy. The easy stuff can be hard to buy. True. Yeah. I hate that that's the case. Like, like, to some degree, I understand it. It's like... It just makes it simpler for economy as a whole. But at the same time... I don't want to, like, lose my odds at buying something because someone on a different server bought it out.
47 Beta.
Interesting if true. Seeing different mounts on different shards.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, fuck it, let's pull out the Hermes.
Selected. Stand by.
Toolkits. Abandon that one since I blew it up. And then where's this protection payout? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? No. Bruh. Protection detail needed. 150 points. This 54k mission? 300. Sorry, what? Why? I really should get ballistics on this ship, though. I do not want to go to Standon. Just buy some ballistics. I don't think I have any size 4s. I'd have to go get a ship delivered to go look. I don't feel like doing that, so I'm gonna just keep moving. Tired of RSI ships? Well, sucks. That's just, I mean, I'd rather... So what they said was they're going to keep to building a certain line of ships, like a certain manufacturer. That way they can, like, keep working with the same design language, keep, like, workflow at a steady pace rather than switching it up for a bunch of different ships. So once we've gotten a good amount of RSI ships, I think Drake was included in that as well. So, like, then they'll move on to other ones. I think they were getting rid of their backlog of PNG and JPEG ships, and then they're gonna keep to that promise of only working on specific manufacturers at a time. If it means we get more ships faster, I have no complaints. But I do agree. I look forward to a variety. Boy. I forgot my chair leaned that far back, dude. Honestly. Okay. Well, I guess let's try that again.
Hi. Sorry, I normally don't like to rush people, but you've taken a really long time to launch.
Of all the voice lines to come in after the game bugging my ship out upon departure. Wow. The audacity. I just want to be productive. You know, in the little trailer, I mean, everybody there's quite a few people are panicked, but they showed so much commotion going on in here. They couldn't have like switched up how the hospital looked at all, considering the event. Cannot find Apollo modules. I imagine that's what you're looking for. Are they sold at Levski? I know Babbage sells Retaliator modules. Maybe they are there? Ever go down to the lower level to look at the mold?
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
You can actually take some.
Please visit us again.
Do they ever actually give us a reason to go down to the lower level? Like mission-wise?
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been depleted.
Or is it just there for the sake of being there? I mean, still, I feel like the medical, like the hospital area should be changed up a bit. I know there's a contract where where is it? Oh my god, dude. If the Moby glass would work. Stops functioning partway through. Love that. Is it this one? Where you grab a small box and take it down there? Everything else is like that's the only one where you would have to go down. I guess I can grab. Oh, that is not the one I intended to grab.
Leave it here with
Molina mold samples. I swear, if I am just not getting that mission, I'm not. Escort needed, protection detail needed, vital package retrieval. Supply thief, thwart cargo, resource raiders, haulers, hunters, interstellar cargo, ship under attack, ship in trouble, ship in distress. 37 priority. Oh, is it after? So maybe it's a collection one? I only have oops. I only have transport and defense started. It goes to like 50 something. What the fuck? Okay. Oh boy, my favorite. Q. Cooler's on. Good. Got PTSD from that one time. My ship catching on fire. It goes towards collection? Okay, well, I guess I'll get that whenever I unlock that. But that's the only mission. This circles back to what I was saying earlier, where like it needs to be less of a like a just go grab boxes of various sorts and turn it in for the sake of events. And there needs to be like more narrative driven kind of incentive behind it. Like it'd be fine to do this after they establish the event to the player. It shouldn't just be like, hey, we need you to bring medical stuff because bad thing happened in Nick's station. It should be like, hey, we need some mold samples from Levski because shit's going down there. And then you go retrieve those. You go take them somewhere. And bada bing, bada boom, it unlocks the... I gotta get out before my game takes a shit again. And then it unlocks like the various categories that you could do to help it. The fact it just kind of dumps you into the midst of it without any sort of introduction to anything is just kind of bad design. It's not routing, is it? Oh boy. It is? I'm so confused. What is happening? Why am I not routing to it? I guess I can get rid of the courier needed one. That what is happening? I can't do anything. What is... Oh, but that's something I can quantum to? Why am I able to Okay, I will start quantum over in that direction and go from there, I guess.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Can I quantum to it now? No. Can I quantum to it now? There it is. There we go. Now it's working.
Quantum drive is now on.
Good old scuffed citizen at its finest. How much money have I made from doing these? Dick all. Nice. I haven't even made a mill yet. Oh yeah. I haven't done that much, to be fair, but... a very humble amount. I'm gonna have to do this. How many more times do I need to do this? $25. I have to do this 25 more times. That's crazy. What were the events for defense again? Or the events, the rewards? Am I crazy? Wasn't this set of rewards off to the right and this in the center when I was looking at this yesterday? Did they have the pictures in the wrong spots? I feel like I'm going crazy. I'll have to check the VOD. What the hell? Okay, so it's mildly worth it to grind this because you eventually get the cannons. We all know what we really want, though. That fancy fabricator.
Shields radar contact.
Yeah, it's all accurate to what, and when you got rewards. Yeah, I just feel like the little, what you call it. God, my brain's not working. But the picture that they had for it, I feel like it was misinforming players. Maybe I'm crazy.
Radar contact.
Oh, this ship would do so much better with ballistics. Just having one power on weapons is so nice.
Shields damaged.
I want my ballistics so bad. That's why I was using the wolf for so long.
Enemy down.
Wow, that was belated. Yeah, there's definitely some decent going on.
Shields damaged. Enemy down.
Alright. May as well use the Hermes for these. Even though I'm not grabbing that much cargo. Be less tedious, I guess, having to use a broken ship and then go spawn another one.
Collision alert. Front.
I can't even. There's the ship. Hopefully the ramp doesn't open it. Open it and hit it. Tier 1 modules 2 mil, Tier 2 is 1 mil, Tier 3 is 500k. Did you find it at Levski for sale, or did you end up going to like Babbage or something?
Collision alert. Front. Shields
Oh, is all it teaches? Okay. Well, that's good. Less work, I suppose. At least you don't have to go to like a different star system altogether just to nab it up. Yeah, I wonder in what situation would you need to buy the tier 3s? So if you want the best possible one, you're looking at like 10 mil. A little over 10 mil for a tricked out Apollo. Not including guns, obviously. Boy. Oh, and I said how many? 25? Yeah, this is gonna take me a hot minute. I'm definitely gonna have to do some of this like off stream too. I want to get this done within a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, slowly watch this meter fill though. Still on the fence of whether I want to do the actual mining for collections. Or if I'll just buy it. I mean, I could just buy it. How much would it cost? Pressurized ice. Let's see what that amounts to. I did that wrong. Did I?
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, it's not that much. How much did I say it was? It was like, I'll just call it 3,000. I think it was like 2 point something for the pressurized ice. I don't know. We'll see what I'm feeling when the time comes. I think I'll see if my character bug still exists first. Next ships would be Sitcon ships, Stinger Shiv, and oh yeah, true, to come in purchasable in game. That would mean that they would need an actual Gray's Market shop somewhere. Makes me wonder where they're actually going to put it. Are they actually going to put it within Grim like they had during IAE? I'm still disappointed with how they introduced Gray's Market. I was really hoping for that to be like a Wikelo situation. If not grim. I'd be shocked since they have the art in the shop terminals. Special like teaches. Yeah. Yeah, I mean grim would make sense. Again, when they first announced it, I was kind of hoping Grays would be like a Wikelo situation, but for Nyx. It would have been way cooler. Yeah, we're matching. Have the same pate and everything as that guy.
Collision alert. Front.
There's an 890. We got a bougie bitch at Levski. It feels so absurd. Having this big ass ship and that little box in here, and that's all I've got. So I wonder if, because they took care of the fact that people had cargo that they weren't supposed to have when the patch rolled out. So I wonder if they fixed the inventories of those who just had everything erased. Right. That's what we're doing again. %30 of the way there, done with the defense. Getting there. Getting there slowly but surely. How's the event treating me? Oh, you missed it. I mean, it's fine, I guess. I had my whole tangent of no nonsense the Star Citizen events are anymore. But the rewards are cool. So there's that. Am I working with anyone for it? No. I get that's the meta, I know it's faster and all that jazz, but that doesn't make the event as any more exciting. Yeah, I know they share full rep. That's hardly the issue at hand. CIG just needs to make better events. This isn't good. I mean, they did do the... What was it? What was her name? Belia Boyd was a slight change of pace, but that narrative was really fucking boring. I appreciate the raid. I didn't even realize, to be honest. I'm so used to just focusing on the YouTube side of things to stream. Twitch never... nothing ever happens on that platform. Trying to think back to all the events they did last year. There was Supply or Die. And then there was the first half of the Amelia Boyd thing. And then there was Resource Drive. And the second half of Amelia Boyd. And then this one. Think, yeah, it seems to just be, oh, go transport these boxes. I think they like, is bleak as the Amelia Boyd like rewards were and the event as a whole. It was at least executed better. A Line in Mine? That wasn't an event, that was just an introduction of a gameplay loop. Right? There wasn't rewards specific to that, was there? That'd be like saying Stormbreaker was an event, but that was just a gameplay loop introduction. I don't know, man. I just don't want CIG to get into the habit of just being like, box delivery means good content for an event, right? Oh, well. Yeah, here I am, participating. Only because I want the rewards.
What am I paying you for? Help!
I am always impressed by how beefy this little cutter can be. It can take a lot more shots than you would think.
I'm hit.
Yeah, I could probably just pull up and grab the cargo and dip before they even do anything to my shield. I definitely could. Now I'm thinking about it. They're not doing anything to me. I'ma just go do that. Probably because we don't have that much diverse gameplays yet. Mostly boils down to turn in box or watch ship explode, as mining and salvage both end in a box being delivered. Ship combat for it. Yeah. But we have gameplay I mean, like, that can be the end result, but we have gameplay mechanics they could introduce. Like, they could have, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like with the spores being down in Levski, like they could have had us do a little more involved with that. Maybe like require us to... I don't know what else they could have done, honestly, but it just like... You do be right on that front. It's either ship explode or box turn in. I think I've just grown tired of it. Want something interesting. I mean, like, to be fair, Onyx had still was like a go kill something and box involved with it, but it had a more interesting motivator involved with it. I'm not expecting them to like get something that intricate introduced just for an event, but it would have been nice to have more involved with the lower section of Levski. That's why Wikelo is kind of cool. I mean, I think you just kind of furthered that point of like, they could have done something a little different. Like, they have these mechanics where it's like, you know, mining, salvage, even like the foraging aspect of thing where you're going and like physically handpicking whatever plant, etc. They introduced that for the collections and stuff, like having to go get the Dakari pods. Is anyone gonna go do that when they could just go buy pressurized ice and turn that in instead? Nope. I mean, it also, like, with the whole, like, grouping up thing with this event, there's no incentive to other than, like, trying to progress the progression faster. And even then, you're not doing the bigger missions. All of you are just individually doing a bunch of the small missions. I don't know how those mold samples are liquid when they're a physical mushroom. You conjured a liquid to stabilize the spores. I don't know. That is kind of weird. I think, like, with what I was saying earlier, they try to make it a bit of something for everyone and in turn dilute the experience altogether for the event. If they, like, lessened the broad scope of which I get they want as many people participating as possible. Like, so it's kind of like a hard balance to have where you make it specific, but at the same time broad enough for everyone to want to hop on and participate. Like, why are the ships that have mold spores getting attacked and attempted to be robbed? Who knows? There's no narrative behind that. Just like pirates doing pirate things. That's about as much as they give us. Is there anything in mission? No, there isn't. It says nothing. Nothing like an emergency to bring out the worst in people. This Molina mold is killing people left and right, and what do the scum of the system decide to do? That's right. They're out there trying to hijack vital shipments. Alliance Aid wants us to make sure they don't get away with it. You're going to head to an asteroid mining base, assess the situation, neutralize any remaining hostiles in the area, and secure the shipment for delivery to Levski. I expect these jackers to put up a good fight, so feel free to take along some backup if you want. You don't need that for that mission. That's it. Pirates gonna pirate. Like, what incentive do they need for these mold samples? To steal them. That's why I don't get. I feel like there is a part of me that's like expecting too much, but yeah, I want to spread it or make a weapon or something like that. That was my first thought too. Can't give CIG that much credit. They're gonna take the easy, lazy route, and I think it's strictly just to keep us busy while they work on finishing the game, which, to be fair, that's valid, but when I feel like I'm doing these same events over and over again, just skinned differently, it gets a little old. Hate to be such a negative Nancy about it, but I don't know, I feel like it's a valid criticism. Kind of cool if very small doses of it could get you high. This is a drug for them, right? And like it would be that's an interesting take. Have it be like a drug situation. There's a lot of cargo on that grid and no one nearby. And same with this one. That doesn't bode well. But having it be like a drug incentivized thing, that's a good idea.
Collision alert.
I wonder how long in advance they start to work on these events. Can't be that long. I mean, it's not like they're putting a whole hell of a lot of work into making these events, considering it's the same thing over and over again. The only thing different with this is, oh hey, we made some spores, some fungi to spawn at the lower portions of Levski. Made a box a different color. Like, making this box I could do in like half an hour, and that's like including the texturing and shit. It's so the asset side of things does not require much work, and they're just like, realistically, they're just reskinning the contracts compared to what we normally get. Like, just normal missions, I mean. Probably come up with the lore first and then try to make gameplay out of it. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, that the Amelia Boyd thing does reflect that. You know what gameplay loop gets neglected no matter what the event? Salvaging.
Collision alert. Front.
Our poor salvaging boys never get anything. You need metal to make the ventilation systems, right? So have the miners go get the minerals for the filters, so then have the salvagers get the metal for the framework. Like, the only hope is getting the construction materials update where you'll get the order ship was made out of, so you can turn that in, say the collections. Yeah, that change you could salvage, that's true. Yeah, too bad that change didn't come in when they decided to do an update to the salvaging gameplay. What a shame. Got an ace pilot and check his inventory. Okay.
Collision alert. Low. Landing complete.
Yeah. Like I said, I was super excited for this event, but now I'm just the rails were not even deployed. I just want the event to be over. Have them clean up the ships being pirated so the sickness doesn't spread. Something. Like, there's so many options where they could introduce salvaging into the event as well. Like I said, like, I think it's just they're like, we know this works. We know we can implement it with the event, and that's what we'll go with. Why try something new? Unfortunately. I hate getting on and being so negative, though. So I'll try my best to not be super negative tomorrow. I am gonna end the stream here because I am a wee bit tired. So I will most likely be live tomorrow. It's like a 90% chance of me being live tomorrow. I may or may not end up going out to do a thing with someone, so we'll see. But should be live tomorrow. Do a variety stream tomorrow. I do a little Arc Raiders and then do this, or I might just straight up grind the event. Who knows? I do want and need to get this done though. Get it over with. Anywho, I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever may be for you. And I will see you guys next time.